What's up, everybody? This is the first official episode of the Hold My Shirt podcast. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for pressing play and tapping in. Let me introduce the crew that is with me. To my right, your left, it's my homeboy Rhino.
What up, what up, what up?
Make some noise for yourself, Rhino.
Noise.
Take off your shirt. No, I'm just kidding.
Why you always trying to make me take off my shirt, bro? Relax.
And to my left, to your right, my brother from another mother, my homeboy, Big Mig, Rone, the living legend, the street legend himself.
That's right. What up, everybody?
You already know. Like I said, thank you guys for tapping in. This is a new podcast segment that we're doing. This is our three-man podcast because we are a team. If any of you guys came out to our shows or just kicked it with us in general, you know, we roll together all the time, no matter where we go, what we do. So we're just going to chop it up. Hope you guys love it. Keep liking, subscribing, dropping comments, showing some love. Drop a Rhino emoji. What do you want? Do they have spray can emojis?
They do, but they're still cheesy. They're still cheesy. They're still not as good as it can
It's
be.
still in the process.
Yeah, for me, you can drop a microphone emoji for me. And then for my homeboy, Rone, what do you think, Rone? Just a number 213 or what?
A 213 or just a happy face, because it's all about positivity up in this motherfucker.
Peace, positivity, love.
That's right.
But
a happy face would do it.
Oh, for sure. So before the podcast started, we were just talking about the last show we just did. We hopped on tour, a one stint stay with Lou Deezy, and I apologize because I was calling him Lou Desi the whole time, so that's my bad. But it's Lou Deezy, and we were rocking with No Label Tours, and they brought us out to the Observatory in Santa Ana. So we were just talking about like
Observatory.
Yeah, like the difference in the crowd, because we've rocked multiple shows, big stages, small venues, very personal and intimate venues, bars, nightclubs. We've done it all. We've been everywhere. We've rocked on the street. We performed on top of a stack of pallets. We've done it all. So this one was an actual venue, a nice venue. It was the Observatory, and my experience from it was it was challenging, but at the same time it wasn't. It was challenging because the crowd wasn't too giving.
Well, okay. They weren't too giving because was it an age thing, right? It was the age difference.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, so the main headliner was a younger cat. I'm gonna move this real quick. The main headliner was a younger cat. Lou Deezy. If I'm not mistaken.
Shout out to him though. Yeah. I really like I like that two of their parents were there. And they were in the background. Although it was 10 of them and one mic.
Yeah, it was. There's a lot of
10 motherfuckers,
dancers.
one mic. But man, they did a great job. They had. I thought they were great. They had like these two little youngsters doing their thing. I could tell their parents were up there, and I thought it was cool. They were supporting. Although I was wondering, it was late and like
on a Sunday.
Yeah, like on a school night. It was a school night. Like, but there were kids. But the guy rapping, he was pretty cool. Although we were talking about how the stage and the crowd, the front of the crowd, I would say they were no older than 16, 17, 18.
I would say
20.
I would say 20 at the most.
As opposed to the different crowds that we've done, where it's a mixed crowd like our age, or mixed crowd. Then it was like.
This was just straight
youngsters.
youngsters.
Night out, it's like, what the hell?
And you know, okay, so this is what threw me for the loop. Okay, when we were up there, I didn't see the parents or the older people funnel into the back. I didn't see that. When we went up on stage, because how it was lit up and then everything that was hitting us, we just seen the first half of the crowd. So that was what, at least like 100, 200 people, 100 to 150 people. All youngsters though. And from what Rome was saying, they had people older ones in the back, which we couldn't see, so we couldn't catch that vibe. So that's why I say it was.
I don't know how you are, but I like to vibe off the crowd's energy. If they're not putting out no energy, I'm just gonna go focus on your energy. Me and you, we could vibe easily.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So that's how we started vibing. Eventually, we get the crowd into it, and that's how it goes.
Yeah. So this one, I noticed after the first song, while I was performing the first song, usually when I do that song, Who Want What, usually there's people that are like,
Who want what with me?
Yeah. Like,
who want what with me?
They'll throw their hands up. They'll give some type of like engagement. They'll see me making eye contact and people will lock in. A phone will come out, just something. This one was that deer in the headlights. Oh. So it's like I was trying to like read the crowd while performing, and there was no give. Everybody was like resting bitch face.
Damn.
Respectfully though, like nobody was a bitch, but like it was just blank stares, and it's like.
And if I could say one thing, although one thing I did like that you did, is we started having that little interaction in the stage
with the crowd.
We're like kind of like we're improvising. And I'm like, okay,
to like break the ice further.
That way people can see how we're vibing, how our energy is, and then boom, they get into it.
To kind of get them to come out of their shell a little bit. You know what I should have done and what I wanted to do, and I didn't think about it until afterwards. I should have lied to them and been like, look, Lou Deezy's in the back. Right now, you guys are all being recorded. There's a monitor, so if he don't see you guys getting live, if he don't see it popping off and interacting, he's not going to come out and give you a full set. He's just going to be like, all right, you know what, this is what they're giving me. I'm going to give them that and go. I should have just said something to like get them to like to go more. And then in hindsight, I should have at one point told them, hey, bring your phones up, light it up. And
he did have a big following though.
Yeah.
Like I was like, wow, this man.
Young cat.
Yeah.
It's just like
good for them.
And is, you know, however they handle their business, they do what they do because they
that
move their
Ashanti
tickets.
Song.
You know?
That Ashanti song, man, that was a hit.
Yeah,
and I like how they let the Ashanti song play, and the crowd, and guess what? It was the back end of the crowd, the older crowd. They were just like singing it, and it was good. It was good. Yeah. So whoever was on their head and like making sure that they got some hits from the '90s, and then he flowed his flow really good. It was well done.
Yeah,
some good production.
It was a good show.
Good production.
It was a good show. The quality of the production sounded good. Nobody sounded drowned out. Nothing was muddy. It was a good experience. It was real fun.
Yeah, it was cool. It was fun.
And I think
I wanted to be on stage with you guys, but I wanted to see.
I'm surprised you weren't. I'm surprised that you weren't on stage with us.
Well, because I gave him a reason why. Mm-hmm. And then I'm glad I did because I felt like I got it. I was in the trenches and was able to speak to people and see the crowd reaction. Yeah. We got to network because of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you almost like
you knew how the performance is.
Well, like you also like neutralized if anybody would try to press. You know what I'm saying, from behind. You were kind of there now to kind of like set the bar and be like, hey, we're rolling together. All of us are together, so it's like
it made us look like a deeper team.
But it like you also stopped anybody from like doing something they probably shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Talking or reaching or
well, that was the whole reason why I told you I think I should stay behind.
Yeah. So no, it was cool. It was cool. Like I said, it was the challenging part was not knowing if the crowd was feeling me or not. But then. That's when after the first song hit and I said, all right, make some noise, and that was how I was gonna gauge it. So once I told, hey, make some noise, and then it popped off, I was like, okay, this for a lot of these kids, this is probably like their first concert, their first outing. So it's like they don't know how to engage. They don't know because, dude, I tell you this much: when I lock eyes with people when I'm performing, they fucking give me that energy. They throw their hands up, a phone comes out, they'll try to dap me up, anything. I locked eyes with everybody in the front, and not one person gave. But when I told them, hey, make some noise, hey, they popped off. So it's like, for me, it's like their limited experience of going out and experiencing things, like shows and clubs or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So it's like they didn't know how to react. But like I said, once we got up, they started like fucking around with each other, started talking, shouting out Rone, all this shit. Then everybody kind of like got comfortable. And then
I saw that.
Once we were talking our... excuse my language or shit.
Yeah.
But then that's when the crowd started.
How about that? I mean, when you thinking, I can't curse. There's too many young people here.
And then this guy was throwing me a curve.
I'm like, are they gonna do bitch hold my shirt, the edited edition?
And then
just hold my shirt.
Shirt off. Bleep hold my shirt.
And then this guy throwing me a curveball talking about if they make some noise, I'm gonna take my shirt off. I'm like, whoa, take it easy,
but let
buddy.
me tell you, there was some ladies behind me that they were like, do it. And then when you said you want to see some of this caramel, I'm like, did this guy just really
Come on, that's
caramel?
a whole lot of caramel they would have saw.
Damn.
I ain't gonna lie.
Well, they work. Shout out to them. Oh man, I wish I could remember.
Yeah.
What was his name? The artist. He was really good from Arizona.
We stayed grown and
The one that
sexy.
came after me?
Yeah. He had just beaten cancer.
Denzel Davis.
Yeah. Shout out to Denzel Davis.
In the back, he was. I mean, continue. Yeah, shout out. I don't
Shout out
want
to Denzel Davis. He got down, and props to him for beating cancer. That was his first performance after beating.
He what, 4 or 5 times? That's crazy.
That's a soldier right there, man. That's a soldier.
Hey, shout out to him, man. His whole group, his whole squad, they were dope as fuck.
Beating it once is hard, but 4 or 5 times, that's insane.
It's called resilience.
But dude, in the back, he was putting me on game, teaching me how to like monetize when they like. Put your shit on stories and hit one of your songs, like the royalties aspect.
Oh, really?
Because I told him, I was like, yeah, man, like I already have, BMI. I
Via
have
Spotify.
I have this, whatever, any stream, and then anytime it pops up.
How to monetize it?
Yeah. So he was putting me on game, and there was one thing that I wasn't like linked up to. He goes, you got to jump on this platform. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, that's awesome.
So he put me on game. So little by little, I've been.
They were cool cats, man.
Yeah.
They were cool ass
cool
cats.
person. My fear was because I was like getting so locked in with him, like talking, oh, that's cool, that's interesting, like learning, that I was afraid I wasn't gonna hear him like call me up on stage.
Oh.
So then it wasn't until I heard the DJ say, all right, the next artist, I was like, oh wait, I think they might call me.
Wait, did you know that you were gonna go on first?
I did.
Yeah.
You knew that he was gonna go on first.
I didn't know.
No, because out of nowhere,
all of a sudden,
Rhino just swoops up.
I sent him.
All of a sudden,
I sent them.
No, all of a sudden they have me in the backstage by myself. I'm like, whoa, where's Marc? Yo, what the hell?
Oh, but elephant in the room? What's the elephant in the room when you went out? What's the elephant in the room when you got out there?
Oh my God!
I'm like, you know what? I kept thinking about that. I'm like, I know in the back of his mind he's not letting go of that. But I know what happened is because the F and the M. He tried to say Marc and franchise at the same time.
She called me Frank. That's cool.
Hey, dog,
franchise.
It's a work in progress. Relax.
Hey.
I fumbled, but I picked up the ball. I kept running.
You guys seen Tupac's first song, right? When he was on that same song, even he sounds a little off.
I fumbled, picked up the ball, I kept running to the end zone.
It was cool. Like, but just think about it. Like, there's times. All right, in my head, I don't want to like give Rhino sometimes too much of a heads up. I'm like,
he's gonna overthink it.
Yeah, it's like in my mind, it's like I want you to be on stage with me. So that aspect, you guys already know. If you guys go on stage, we're gonna rock, whatever. But there's times where I'm gonna be like, hey, grab the mic, let's go. You know what I mean? And it's just because I want that natural like reaction.
Yeah.
I don't want the overthinking. Yeah, I don't want the overthinking. I don't want none of that. So even when we were backstage, the homeboy goes, "Hey, do you want your boy to introduce you?" I was like, "Damn right I do." I sent him out, dude. I sent him through the door.
Well, we saw it.
And then granted, Marc threw me into the fire without a warning. I'm like, yo, give me a warning, bro.
You was there though. You did a great job.
Hey, you killed it though.
You did a great job.
You fucking
Rhino.
I tried. Like I say, I feed off his energy. He's a great performer, so hey.
Yeah,
he moves the crowd.
So, from your point of view, now that you've seen back on stage with us and looking down, and you've seen how we move from being in the back now, looking at everybody, what'd you think?
It felt scarier. So I'm like, oh man, because I would freeze. Like, oh man, I was thinking, man, if they would have told me just to go up front, I might have just froze. But Rhino, you're starting to get a stage presence, which either you got it or you don't. But it is a skill, and it's something you're gonna work out, just like everything. And I felt like you did a great job. As you're going, man, you just smoothed in. You would think like, oh, that's a group. That's them too.
Been doing it all.
Yeah. So I'm proud of my guys. That's my guys.
On top of what you said, I was noticing the look in your face, bro, where you were like more nervous and tense for us for some reason.
Well, yeah, because personally I know Marc. I've seen him perform like a grip of times by now. And he's a natural, right? But I know, like, we talk, and you're working on it, and I just realized as soon as you shook the cobwebs, you were in it to win it. Yeah. I'm just waiting for you to like take off your shirt, take off your shirt.
I'm saying, just look at
You know, I'm working on the body. Relax, bro. You know, it's a work in progress.
Or you can Rick Ross it and just like fucking. Rick Ross is a big motherfucker, and he wears that shit like if it's an accessory.
I'm trying to go from sexy to sexier.
Ah, shit. No, I told wifey, I was like, hey, what if at one of these shows I actually take off my shirt? Part of the show, bitch, to hold my shirt, all that. I was like, would you get mad? I genuinely, would you? Right. She was like, I don't care. She goes, I thought you would have done it by now. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, no, I won't. I was like, I've thought about wearing an open button up.
Oh, it's just
yeah, but not like show it up, but like just let the bonsai hang out, little tattoo. But then I was like, you know what? When I get my stomach blasted, so I want to get a tattoo, then I'll wear.
Damn.
What do you want to get?
I want to put "In God I Trust." In like the writing.
What kind of writing? What kind of font? Is it gonna be a script? Is it gonna be not Old English? That's
not on English. Not on English. I gotta browse through the fonts. I gotta see. I haven't thought about it.
Nice
yet.
Script to me to this day. Nice.
I want something legible. Just
so you can read it.
Yeah. I want something legible. I don't want something that's. I don't like the half shade. I want it to be just a solid black. If my uncle wants to do some like small outline, that's cool. But
your uncle does he does writing as well.
Oh, he great writing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Shout out my uncle, West Coast Chris, does all my tattoos. He's the only person to ever tattoo me.
Yes.
Both sleeves, my back, my neck, chest, both ribs, my leg.
I said it the other day. This guy is like sneakily blasted.
Yeah,
I was like, oh shit, he's kind of blasted.
I just don't show it off. But yeah, shout out my uncle. I gotta see him again.
That's right,
dude. He's the only person, and like I told one of the other homeboys before, I will never let anybody tattoo me until my uncle gives me that blessing. Yeah. So whenever my uncle finally decides, hey, you know what, I'm done tattooing, and he blesses me. I'll go figure it out then. But like until then, I'm riding with my uncle.
That's
so it's like I want him to blast my stomach, dude. Like there's so much I still want to get done. And
it never ends. It's a never-ending story.
But you know what's funny though? Like I don't think I want like full, but like I know for sure. Okay, like I want my stomach. I know for sure I want that. I know for sure I still got a whole upper right back piece to fill in my whole upper back. So it's like okay, I know I still got that. I still got this piece right here to fill in.
It's funny. I always look at that. I do that all the time. I'm like, oh, I got this little corner left. I got this little spot. But guess what? Next thing you know, I'm running out of real estate.
No neck, no face.
Yeah, no face. Fuck that. No job killers. Job killers.
Yeah.
Kids, do not get your hands, your neck, your face first, and then your chest is blank, your back is blank, your arms are blank.
That looks weird.
I hate that, man. I'm like, who's giving these individuals advice? It's not even kids. There's a lot of dudes that go get their first tattoo and they want a hand. They want to get their hands blasted. You have no tattoos, but that's for.
But see, that comes down to like the respect that the tattoo artist has for his clients and himself. My uncle won't tattoo my hands. I've tried to get him to, and he's always told me, he goes, "Nope, I'm not gonna do it." I was like, "Oh, come on." To this day, I don't remember what I wanted either. Now that I think about it,
what would it have been?
I don't know. That's the thing. I honestly to this day I don't know. But like
something you probably would, a dragon, and you have nothing to do with dragons.
No, like I mean, because all my stuff's pretty much like.
I got a tiger.
Like religious. my stuff's pretty much like religious in the sense.
He's gonna get
like,
thug life like
Tupac.
Imagine with the bullet and all that and shit. No, but like I don't know what it would have been.
He was gonna get only God can judge me on the back.
You know what? I know I wouldn't regret it though. I just don't remember what it was. So it's like.
It would have said no regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets. Misspelled?
No regrets.
No.
By the way, if you guys gonna get words tatted, make sure you check the spelling, please. Because I done seen some people with some misspelled words.
You ever see it on IG? It's like those meme pages.
I see.
Where it shows like people walking around with the Chinese symbols.
Oh, Yoshinoya number 3.
Yeah, but
and then they'll think it says some bomb ass shit.
But then like it shows like an Asian person looking at it, like when they're
laughing.
when they frame their video, so it shows them like if they're watching, it's like playing behind them. So then they're looking at it and they see different things, and then it cuts to the next scene, and on their arm they just write the word like water. Or like rice bowl or whatever. Just, so
Yoshinoya number 3. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's like the symbols look so cool, but like when you really break it down, you're just writing water.
You know what's so funny? I remember when I met my son's mother. I was 19. She was 27. I brought this up before.
Is that the one that jumped you in?
Yeah, and she had this tattoo.
You remember that? He got sexed in a gang.
He
got sexed in a gang, and he never got sexed out. Dude, he's still part of it.
You never got sexed out?
No.
It could have been worse, bro. One of your homies could have sexed you out.
No, fuck that. No,
I'm
she's
just
from
saying, bro.
She's from some neighborhood.
At least it was a chick, bro.
No,
it was a chick.
Hey, we don't judge, right?
Where she's from,
I don't judge, bro.
Nah. Where she's from and the area that I grew up, those are 2 different worlds. But the reason why I'm bringing up Yoshinoya number 3 combo, it's because I remember, I don't know if it was her leg or her arm or some shit, she had this long ass Asian writing, right? And I was like, back then you really weren't tattooed, so I thought it was hardcore as fuck. I wonder now, almost 30 years later, how that shit must look. And what does it really mean? I always wonder what was on her leg.
Imagine if it, was it small writing or big?
No,
writing?
it was like this, like
it was like big print.
Yeah, like I don't know if it was her leg or something, but I remember I was like, wow, she's blasted. I remember thinking, wow, she is tattooed. I'm with a tattooed chick. She had like 3 tattoos and shit, but hey. This is a long time ago.
I remember I was with some chick one time, years and years and years ago. I was a young buck. She was older, and she had some dude's name tatted like right down there. But then after me, she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get it covered up and this
and
and
put
that."
your name. So by now, how many motherfuckers?
Well, I mean, my name's been tatted on somebody.
Oh.
Yeah, but this chick, she's like, "No, I'll cover it up for you, this and that."
She had different dudes' names tatted?
I don't know.
I just scratch like you know when they cross them out, like no.
Well, I just seen that one, right? And to me, like, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, it's whatever.
You guys don't have no names tatted on you?
I had a name, but it's covered up now.
I do.
But
I got a Sarah Loke.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Gangster.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I took her to get tattooed because she wanted the cover. I was all right. So my uncle, tatted her up, put a big ass like Black Panther and shit. Like a year later.
You said Black Panther.
We were already broken up too, but like a year later, she ended up getting back with him. Yeah, I think me and her split probably like 2 months after that, and then like a year later, she ended. Yeah, I was like, "Fuck, he's gonna go down." And be like, "What the fuck?"
He said go down. TMI.
But you know what I mean.
Oh wait, I gotta.
She was pierced down there too.
Oh,
twice.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
When he said down there, he meant like her legs. Something.
Yeah,
she got something pierced.
Something.
I got a girl story tattoo. I remember it was my 3rd tattoo ever. So I had a coworker, cool guy, Bordeaux, Mr. Mike Bordeaux. He's an attorney. He's a public defender in San Diego. That's right. So, I'll never forget this. We're both gonna go get tattooed. It's this guy we both know. He goes, "Hey, go to my homie." Apparently this guy had gotten out of prison. So we both go get tattooed, right? I only bring a 3-pack of beer, and him and I are both gonna get tattooed, and we're both getting names. I'm getting my mom's name. It's only my 3rd tattoo. He does my mom's name, bam. And he does his tattoo. And guess what this motherfucker said? He said, right now I'm breaking 2 rules. I don't tattoo women's names. And then he didn't say the second rule. And then he tattoos them. Bam. Oh, and then we leave, and then the homies are like, well, what's the second rule? My homie's African American.
Do cover-ups.
No, he's African American, and he had just gotten out of prison, or not my homie like that got tattooed, but I guess the homeboy that was tattooing.
Yeah.
He had just got out of prison. He said, "I'm breaking 2 rules." They were like, "What's the second rule? What's the second rule?"
Now,
like, yeah. But hey, man, and by the way, again to the homie Mike Bordeaux, that guy just next level guy, smart guy, cool guy. But he probably doesn't know that until
Mike
right now.
Bordeaux, come to one of my shows.
Yeah. And then we're not going to say for you to hold our shirt, but
take off your shirt.
Yeah. Oh, and then he's been working out. I saw him on Instagram. He's all buff now. No, he's all skinny, tall dude. He's like, yeah, good for him. He's doing well. So if you ever get locked up, apparently he might be your
That's the go-to.
Yeah,
that's the homeboy.
Yeah, I think that's what he did. I think he's a public defender now.
Nice.
And we both used to work at the same law firm.
That's what's up. What about you, big dog? When's the next tattoo?
My next tattoo, I don't know, bro.
Oh, guys, I broke the seal. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
I'll be right back.
Time for the leakiazo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when's your next tattoo?
My next tattoo, I don't know, bro. I don't know what my next tattoo will be.
Are you gonna keep trying to go to the chest, or you want to go to the arms?
Finish on my chest. I just started right here. I want to finish it off.
Just the upper? You're going all upper?
Yeah, all across.
Sick.
So in case you want, I take off my shirt, y'all can see my tats.
You should put the word karma on your stomach. Dude, I was telling wifey, I should have fucking lied and be like, hey, you want to take off my shirt? Everybody, if they cheered.
And I thought about that too. To tell the crowd if they make some noise, he's gonna take off his shirt.
But I was gonna lie and be like, are you guys okay with seeing some wounds? Like, I got a wound that ain't healed yet. Are you guys okay? And everybody's like, yeah. I was gonna show my belly button. And just been like, it's clear. It'll close eventually, you know. Just to keep the mood up a little bit, you know what I mean? Yeah, that show. I keep going back to it in my head because it's like they didn't give until we asked, but then once we asked, it's like the roof fucking like got blown off. They repeated shit for us. They were chanting. They were cheering on both sides. Like it was legit. It was legit. I keep playing that in my head. It's like, man, I wish I took more opportunities to get them to engage. But I was just having so much fun, like rocking with you, you know. I was having so much fun. I was doing what we're doing on stage, like. You know, and the shout out to the DJ Trill.
Yeah, DJ got down.
Yeah, DJ Trill got down, dude. I love the fact that he was positive.
The crowd too.
Yeah.
He was he had a good stage presence. Yeah. So was he traveling with them, dude?
Yeah, he travels.
And that was the last leg.
Yeah, the last one for Lou Desi. But there's like four Lil Maru and some other people. Like there's more people they fuck with. So yeah, he just stays on tour with them. But yeah, he was cool because like usually I build my sets, and it's funny now that I think about it. I build my sets like the Super Bowl performance. Right. I give you a show.
Yeah,
I give a show. He was like, because I think he knew he probably needed to kill some time. He's like, if you want me to stop in between, I'll let you rock a little bit. I was like, all right, cool. So he was stopping in between each song and letting us have some play. I was telling wifey what I should have done, and I even thought of it. I should have told you too. At one point, I should have been like, all right, look, I like to have videographers and photographers in my shows. Unfortunately, the one I wanted couldn't be here tonight. So what I like to do, whoever can record the best footage, the best picture, and, tag me, whatever, I'll pay you. Shoot me your Cash App or whatever, And,
you guys heard that?
And I'll pay you.
You guys heard that?
But you got to, pull up to a show, record, and if it's the best footage, if there's a couple things, we'll hold a vote on IG or something.
Nice.
And the best one, I'll pay for my footage. I'll pay for my videographer.
But that's why you gotta have an LLC because it's part of.
Yeah, no, that's true. But like that's what I was telling wifey. I should have done something like that to get them to engage. Because at one point, I could have had maybe like 20, 30 phones. Go, oh fuck it. Yeah. It's like you guys are already here.
Think about this.
You're already recording. You know what I mean?
Think of all the footage that was taken that night that you didn't get to see because they kept it in there and posted.
Yeah. So in my head, I was trying to think of more engagement. So at shows like that, I'm gonna see, you know, and then even like if they would have been okay, then I would have probably told you, hey, grab some of their phones, you know, get some footage, and whoever had that one would probably give it to them.
You guys saw how this generation is. They don't even enjoy the moment. They're just too busy recording on their phone, bro.
Yeah.
You know what? We want to say this generation. However, I think we're all guilty of it. Cause,
we are.
I've gone to a concert where I've caught myself recording shit. I'm like, wait, I'm not even enjoying the shit. And guess what? You're never gonna see that footage. Maybe you'll look at it once and like, it's too long. And you're not gonna even pay attention to it.
You know what? Usually I do that. I'll record, but it'll be at a show that we're a part of, and then I'll post it for that show.
For them.
And I'll tag the promoter. I'll tag the artist. You know, to show them love for giving me the opportunity. But like when we did DJ Quick.
That was fun, by the way.
Dude,
that was...
My phone was down. My phone was down. Like, I was in the moment with, you know what I mean? Like,
where at?
DJ Quick.
Oh, the DJ Quick was
yeah. Like, I recorded maybe a little bit here and there, but like, other than that, and like you said, to this day, I haven't looked at any of that footage.
Exactly.
I posted it, and it made its rounds.
Man, if you guys have you guys never seen DJ Quick perform, y'all need to go check him out.
He put on the show though.
I seen him perform.
The band, him having a live band.
And I was even telling you because you told me you never seen him perform, and I'm like, bro, you're gonna love it, bro.
Yeah, I've seen like Sugar Free perform. I've seen Corrupt. Were you guys?
Oh, you know what? I went.
Were you guys Corrupt like
with
I
think we went to. It was Corrupt. Oh, and I still remember to this day. It was one of the first concerts I had gone and watched you perform. And he decided, I'm just going to move myself up.
Yeah, that's when he bumped me.
Yeah, and then
Riverside. We went to Riverside.
Yeah. With Vettel, I remember one of my first Vettel concerts. Yeah.
Shout out Vettel.
Vettel.
She bought tickets to the next show already.
Nice.
Yeah. She's always been on it. She's always been like supportive and cool. So she
very cool.
She copped some tickets, and I shot her a little sneak peek info that nobody knows yet.
Oh,
yeah. Give her some heads ups.
We don't even know.
Yeah. I gave her some heads up about a future opportunity. So I told her to keep it until I get either like a post or a flyer or something, and then she's that's what's up. I appreciate it. So she's sweet. Vettel's a sweetheart. I love Vettel. But yeah, we did a show in Riverside. Was that one of my first cannabis ones?
Yes.
Because the very first one was the Cannabis Awards Festival.
That I know of, that I went to.
Yeah, I got to check the dates because the very first cannabis show I ever did was one when you and Al went. I was calling you guys my bodyguards there.
Oh, you're talking about the Cannabis Awards?
Yeah. Shout out Sheldon Cooper, All Access USA. But that was like my first like cannabis show. And then
shout out Cannabis.
Yeah,
shout out Cannabis Award.
And then after that, we did a show in Riverside. I want to say it was probably like 2-3 months later, and Corrupt was one of the headliners. And I was right about to go on, and this motherfucker walks in. He stays in the back for like 10 minutes, and fucking bumps me.
Just decides I'm gonna go next.
Yeah, dude. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. But it's like he's an OG, he's a legend, so he can't say much,
I mean.
Corrupt. It's part of the game. Yeah, it's part of the game.
Shout out to Corrupt.
I was salty.
Corrupt is fire. I seen Dog Pound before. Dog Pound. I seen him perform it.
I was salty, and then I checked myself, which I'm usually really good at humbling myself and checking myself. It's like, look, there's levels. Right now, that's where he's at. I got to get there. So it's like it's paid
levels
dues.
To the game.
Yeah, it's paid dues. So I humbled myself,
Yeah, good.
But yeah, I was like, in my head, though, I was like, this motherfucker really bumped me right now. I was like, I'm about to kill it right now. And even then, because he bumped and then he went like 20 minutes longer.
Oh, no, and then
here's a question. Hold on, Rone.
Yeah, he went like 20 minutes.
What's one hip hop artist you haven't seen but you want to see?
Oh, man.
Or you wish you would have seen?
Is he dead or alive?
Dead or alive, bro.
Oh, man. Tupac. Are you kidding me? To this day, I wish I would have been at that House of Blues in I think it was Hollywood. And that was his last performance. That was his last performance. Yeah. Oh man, if you guys haven't seen that performance, it's on YouTube. It's the shit. Snoop Dogg's on it. Although I'm not gonna say conspiracy shit, but I have a feeling that Snoop Dogg is not.
Then you gonna open that can of worms, bro?
I was just about to hand you the can.
It's like here's the can of worms. Let's open it up.
Did I just take out the toothpaste?
Here's the can.
Did I just take out the toothpaste? We are not gonna be able to put it back in the tube.
Don't get us started with the conspiracy theories, bro.
Oh man. Well, did you see all how they sprayed us last night too? But apparently it's gonna rain. Cause we get sprayed chemtrails. You guys know that shit, right?
What about you, Mark? What's one artist you wish
that I wish I seen?
Dead or alive? It don't matter.
You know, you guys probably wouldn't even believe me, but it's not even a hip-hop
yourself.
artist.
Wouldn't you like to see yourself?
A hologram.
No, like seriously, wouldn't it be a trip to? Because have you guys heard of this, right? Like everybody that you know.
Because I heard he has a pretty good hype man though.
Ah shit.
That's what I heard.
I want my hype man to get on a song and then perform, and I'd like to see my hype man.
Here we go, bro.
Pump it up.
No, okay. All right, so I mean, honestly, like one artist that I wish I could have seen perform, and like I'm talking the greatest hits and shit, Michael Jackson. I would have loved to have seen a Michael Jackson song.
True.
Or a concert.
True. Michael Jackson was fine.
True, that's next level.
Just a hit.
That's next level.
Michael Jackson, Prince.
More contemporary. Probably.
MJ. You got MJ.
Probably no like rap artist. I would like to take the wife to see like either Bruno Mars or Ed Sheeran. Somebody that could fucking really sing and perform and like I love Ed Sheeran's music. So the fact that he can just get up there with a guitar and just fucking go and like serenade a stadium.
I have no idea who Ed Sheeran is.
No, I'll show you and I guarantee you'll be like, man, this dude's fucking talented. He's some English redhead English kid.
He said Bruno Mars.
Oh, that English kid. Oh, I know his name. I know exactly what you're talking
performed
about.
With,
English kid.
He's performed with fucking
Eminem.
There's like so many like rap artists. He's like
Ed Sheeran, yeah,
but dude, he's like so talented, talented, and like I've seen him on the come up a little bit when he was doing like intimate crowds, smaller than like
a small desk, like that tiny desk deal.
And like for me, like I wish
you guys ever seen the Tiny Desk performances?
I was listening to the Locks on the way here. Tiny Desk.
Bro.
Man,
no, you know what? You need to hear.
Wait. Before we get into the Tiny Desk. You
gotta
get his.
Okay, but wait, no, you gotta say a rap artist and an artist because he went rap. Who was your rap guy?
No rap, dude.
Like a rap guy, because you said Ed Sheeran. Go figure. But hey, shout out to Ed Sheeran.
No, honestly, like
there's no hip hop guy
not right now. There's nobody.
No, like overall.
Nah.
No hip hop guy that you want to watch.
I used to work like
even a Biggie.
I used to work concerts and events and all this shit. I've seen Drake and Lil Wayne. I've seen J. Cole.
Who's the best performance?
The best performance I've ever seen wasn't even hip hop. It was Linkin Park.
Linkin Park sounds dope.
DJ Quick.
That sounds dope.
You know who else is tight? Because I seen him perform too. Warren G.
Warren G.
Regulators. Mount on. No, it's Mount on.
On? I thought it was up.
No,
it's saying it wrong this whole time.
it's from that movie.
It's from
Young Guns. Yeah,
I've been saying Mount on the street.
No, it says Mount on.
I've been saying Mount on.
No, it's Mount on.
Young Guns, bro.
Yeah, no.
Shout out to the 90s.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, I've seen so many artists like come and go and perform, and like, to me, maybe because I'm in the genre of hip hop and rap, it's like
there's nobody there.
I don't think I'd be able to enjoy it. I think I'd be like, this is competition. Yeah. You know, but yeah, I mean, like,
see, we don't look at it that way. We don't look at it as competition.
But see, for me, like, I always wished I could sing. So it's like,
fuck no.
So it's like,
you don't want to be a Drake,
Bruno. No. I mean like R&B style.
Rapping bullshit.
Nah, he wants to sing like the 90s R&B singers. Ooh yeah.
No, some Cisco. And we know where Cisco is. Fuck that.
Hey, you ain't lying though. Like, because I grew up listening to like the Whispers, Bobby Brown, Temptations.
Oh hell yeah!
Hey, Bobby Brown is rolling over his grave with happiness. He just said Temptations, Whispers, Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Smokey Robinson.
Oh shit! No, like is Bobby Brown really in that crowd?
Al Green.
Just go to the Art LeBeau
Barry White.
playlist.
All them
Go to the
cats,
Art LeBeau
bro.
playlist. Like Britton Wood. Like,
Young Luther or old Luther?
Both Luthers.
It don't matter, dog. Luther is Luther,
Young Luther.
No,
Old Luther.
Luther is hard, bro.
Luther. It's Luther.
I grew up with that, like that. I wishing I could harmonize and sing and all that. So it's like I want to see those people perform. I want to see people being able to like carry their voice and
like Bone. So what do you think of Bone Thugs?
Oh, Bone Thugs is hard, bro.
Cool,
I
like,
seen them perform.
I've seen
I love Bone Thugs, bro.
I've seen them too. Like they're great performers. Like I'm telling you, I've seen.
But they were not all there.
I don't know because like I said, I've been doing concerts since 2003.
You're not a big Bone Thugs fan or what?
2003. I've been working concerts.
East 9999. You can Cleveland. It's the city, so we come from. I
love Bone Thugs.
That was the shit.
Thug Love with Tupac,
and then you guys gotta remember.
They come
Like
to
you
me,
see how many
Mr. Bill
festivals we've been part
Collector.
of. Imagine working multiple festivals for 15 years. Yeah. You see so many artists.
You know what? That's true. That's true because if you're like in a certain field, shit's not fun anymore. I love art, right? I love graffiti. I love art. Van Gogh's one of my favorite painters of all time. But I guess if I was in the art world and I got to see that shit every day, I would lose the love for art. So not that you lost the love for music, but
I just it's like it's few and far between where I'm like, man, I want to go see them perform. Like the last person I felt like, man, I need to go see it, and me and the wifey went was Joyner Lucas.
Another one.
Joyner Lucas. Fucking
Lucas. I still haven't heard none of it.
Oh, dude,
I remember you talked. I'm
gonna put you guys on some game. But like Joyner Lucas was one of them.
Just like you know who else?
And he's the reason I manifested the Novo because me and wifey went to the Novo to see him. And I told the wifey, I looked at the crowd, and I was like, I could do this. I could do this easily.
You know who else, dog? And everybody talks about him, and I haven't yet heard any of his music yet. Draco.
The Ruler?
Draco,
oh
bro.
My God.
I know who he is. I've heard of it. I've heard of him. I know.
Draco.
I haven't, bro.
Oh, man, let me tell you.
I haven't,
you know
bro.
Kendrick Lamar's new album? There's a lot of Draco in it.
There's
a lot of Draco. Sheesh. Oh, man. Hey. I was there when, sadly, he was,
when he got stabbed?
demised. Mm-hmm. Where, How the West Was Won. Man. Listen to Ingle Weird. That's the song not the song that got him killed, but he was already on the way. But man,
I think I just had an epiphany. Now that we're talking about like artists and rappers and watching them, now maybe it's a little jealousy where I'm like, man, I could kill the stage instead of them. So it's like I don't think I don't want to
killed on stage. You don't want that.
No, not like that.
And he got it wrong. They're like, kill the stage, break a leg. No, we got killed.
But like,
not literally.
Too soon. Sorry.
Maybe I'm just like it's a little bit of envy where it's like, well, I don't want to see them because I know I could rock the same stage. So it's like, okay. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why I don't get excited.
You know what? I dig Draco because it's a whole new style. You heard Peso? I feel like all these new cats, there's a lot of new cats, they have a Draco flow, like a very monotone slow.
Where they keep it to that same
monotone.
Even though the beat is
like monotone. It's monotone. It's
but honestly,
that's what we're talking about at the show. Remember the last show?
That was performing.
It's different beats, but
honestly, you guys don't find that kind of boring, dog?
No. Because listen to this.
I don't listen to this. So I find it boring.
No. You know why it's boring? Because it's imitation. But if the original guy that did it, like you gotta forget all that imitation that's going on right now. But the original guy, you know what he said? He said that when he dies, no, I take that back. He said that there's gonna be a big like concert and celebration of LA music. And that he's going to be the main guy, but the only person that's not going to be there is him. That's some Tupac shit. That's some and motherfuckers sound just like Draco. I'm telling you, Draco the Ruler is the shit. I don't want to sound like I'm all fucking swinging at nuts and shit.
Like that's your opinion.
I appreciate it like that different flow. It's a different flow. However, after a while, it sounds kind of boring because it's monotone. Like,
see, for me, I think because, like I said, I grew up with like in the 80s, 90s, even 70s, even like with my grandpa, the 60s, like where people can sing.
No, I like classic rock. I like the Animals. I like.
Yeah, I mean, but like because I feel like that was my foundation. So when it comes to rap, I kind of hold it to the same standard where it's like I want to feel the words. I want to feel passion. I want to feel emphasis.
Okay.
I don't want mumble. I don't want auto-tune.
Right. That is mumble. However, the lyrics are there. What he's talking about, like he's about it, and those lyrics got him killed. How real can you be if the lyrics got you killed?
I think I need the delivery though.
The delivery's there too.
Not if it's monotone. If it's something where I'm like I can't get hyped. It's like if I can kill the beat and it's the same, like it's a combo. I don't want to hear it because I feel rap is like a sport competition. So it's like a sport. So it's like if we kill the beat, I need to hear you trying to like get me like okay, I'm like blah blah blah. You know, like,
okay, I guess
it doesn't even have to be like
because nobody has their own style no more, bro. Everything, everybody's
trying to
except the franchise.
Like what we're saying, everybody's trying
I think that's why I like Draco because he started his own
but
style.
now everybody wants to sound like Draco.
Yeah, so
because they're afraid that if they come up with their own style, that shit's gonna.
Well, you know what I like about it? It's like a West Coast LA shit. Like it's a West Coast sound. Like motherfuckers in Atlanta might not like it, but just like when Young Thug came out, I didn't understand what the fuck he was.
Have you heard him rap without auto tunes though?
Thug? No.
He could actually flow, bro.
Yeah.
It's just he uses that auto tune shit.
Well, no, and then I guess what I was going is their lingo is so different. Like, what the fuck is a slime, right? But I know now.
What up, slime?
Yeah, I would feel kind of like Ghostbusters, like what?
That's crazy.
A little insulted and shit. You just call me
That's
slime.
crazy.
That's crazy.
All right, you guys hold it down. Now I'm gonna take a piss. You guys hold it down. Time to liquiazo.
So you said Michael Jackson.
MJ. Hey, how about this one? There's a lot of dope MJs. Michael Jackson.
Hey.
Michael Jordan. Magic Johnson.
MJs, yeah.
No, I was gonna say Mike Tyson, but Mike's. There's a lot of dope Mikes.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Tyson's another dope.
Tyson.
I think that was a Jay-Z song. Like when he said all the Mikes.
Oh yeah.
Tyson, Jackson.
Anyone.
Yeah. So how you been, man? I haven't seen you in a minute.
I've been cool, bro. How you been?
Pretty good. Can't complain.
Living, bro. Living.
Life is life.
Hey, so what's one artist that you're feeling right now?
Good question. You know what? This is so random, and I'm on the late train because apparently he's been out for a minute. He is from
like it just has to be like whether you're just feeling this like whatever like the energy like for me for instance and I've told you you're like ugh that guy's lame dog.
Who?
I actually like Mexican OT, bro.
I don't like him. He's a Cali hater. He's a Cali hater, dude. Not that I'm a lefty gunplay fan, far from it. However, at least he's repping our side. But Mexican OT, literally, he said, "I don't like California politics." I'm like, all right, dude, but
because they don't understand
like
it. They're from the South, dog. See what I'm saying? They don't understand the politics.
Yeah, but you ain't gotta talk shit. You ain't gotta put us down in the process. We never put down Texas.
But
we
you
don't
know
even
what?
care about Texas.
I blame the people interviewing him because they know damn well he's from Texas, and you're asking him about politics of California, which he knows nothing of. See what I'm saying?
But okay, so if he doesn't know nothing then he shouldn't talk shit. So why does he gotta talk shit about California politics? He should have just said, "That's none of my business." He should have answered it different, but that's what. Well, the way he answered,
maybe it was strategic to like get more notoriety, like popular. I mean, get more popular.
He's a good rapper. Like he shouldn't have to go through those extremes.
I'm assuming Lefty and OT.
No, Lefty is.
Oh, I thought you guys were talking about that.
No, I was just we were, but saying he was telling me what I thought about.
I was asking him what was one artist that you're feeling right now.
You guys can talk. I'm just showing out my homeboy shirt.
Santi.
Shout out Santi.
Happy belated
Shout
birthday.
out Santi. What up, bro?
But what were you saying?
No, he was just saying that he digs Mexican OT, and I'm like, yeah, you know.
Hey,
and then he does that shit with the R's too much. Where remember Spice One used to do that, like.
But like I said, it's an artist that I'm feeling it. Or maybe you not feeling it, but see what I'm saying?
I did like that freestyle he had on
Just like,
Sway and Tech.
on the still tipping?
No, Fofo.
Still tipping?
Yeah, that shit was hard. That shit was hard.
I'm trying to think of another artist that I like right now that's contemporary.
Like I heard a question the other day and I'm still thinking about this question, right? What's your favorite album, hip hop album
that you can listen through it all?
What's your favorite album from
beginning
before
to
2000? Okay, and then what's your favorite hip hop album from 2000 on?
Oh, that's a great question.
Man.
Well, see, if 2000 prior, you're gonna have a concept.
And you don't have to say the obvious, the Tupac's, the Biggie. Say
but
one
those are the obvious
that you love. See what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be very honest. I don't remember what I listened to before the 2000s. Like as far as like a straight album, because at that time it was like cassette tapes and CDs, and it was whatever my brother had in rotation. So I don't know. I know after it's a Drake album.
Drake in my Soldier Boy voice. Drake. You mean the guy that stole his style, Drake?
There's, I think honestly for me, he probably has like
you have said that. You know that you're the only reason why I don't diss Drake like completely, because I'm like, if Mark thinks that he's alright, I'm like, maybe I'm missing out on something.
I think he's fun. I think
Drake.
I think he's dope. I haven't heard his newest one that just dropped like a week ago.
It's trash.
I haven't heard it, and then like
sounds like trash.
Maybe the past couple years. To
tell you the truth, I never heard none of his albums.
Hey, have you guys heard Ice Cube's new song?
I'll send you some songs to listen to, and it's when you hear rap, it's sick, man. It's sick. It's sick.
But I mean, for me, they said Drake. I mean, like
Drake.
Maybe he's too commercial for me or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, you just gotta give him a chance. Like I said, I can shoot you the albums, or I can shoot you some of the songs.
You know, the only songs that I like from Drake. It's
is it the Just Hold Out, We're Going Home?
You do a very good Soulja Boy impression. You do a very good Soulja Boy.
Is it your favorite song is Passion Fruit?
Nah, fuck. That sounds gay as fuck. No hate on the gays. I'm just saying it sounds gay as fuck.
The Kiki.
Oh, shit like that. Like, what is that shit?
All right, so stuff like that, like, I'm not for it. But there is some good songs, though. Where
I'm on one. I like I'm on one with Lil Wayne and.
But see, that wasn't just his. I'm talking like just a song probably with him.
You know, there's not one Drake song that I can name you. Not one. Like where like him.
You know what, Trud? It's cool. The Model. Have you heard that one? The Model with Lil Wayne. Maybe because just Lil Wayne's on it.
So when they had their tour, Drake versus Lil Wayne, the company I was working with back in the day was Lil Wayne won every show. So what they do, they would perform.
Like
a couple
verses.
songs, like a couple songs each, and then they would just have the crowd go wild. And like they were on the side of the stage, they had the big panels, and it was like a audio reader. So whoever's making the most noise when it said Lil Wayne, it'd go up so many decibels.
Oh shit!
And then,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so like, and it was pretty accurate. But like at some point, then like Drake started going, and then Lil Wayne just started doing hit after hit after hit, and fucking.
But that's when Lil Wayne could actually rap on stage and not. Not do.
Yeah, now it's kind of rough to see him perform. It's kind of like, I get why you didn't get Super Bowl. I get it.
Well, okay, so you said you didn't think the Super Bowl was that cool.
I mean, I have nothing against it, but to me, that's never going to be like, you have to go back and watch the Super Bowl performance. And I think everybody's making it so much bigger than what it is. Oh, but the meaning behind it, and it's like, I get it, but if he wants to take a political stance or whatever stance he's trying to convey with that, don't do it on Super Bowl. Do it wherever, because.
So if it was political, what was he politically trying to say?
Well, I mean, just how.
I think Rone doesn't like Drake because he's a Kendrick fan, and Kendrick swayed him.
No, it's not that. Even if Kendrick had never existed.
Okay, well let me ask you. Let me ask you this.
What do you guys think of?
Let me ask you this. If Not Like Us did not come out, does Kendrick get that spot? And then even at that, do you know any other songs besides when SZA hit the stage, and then it was SZA, and then he did Not Like Us, and then he did the Mustard? Did you really know anything else?
I had heard the album already, so I'm biased.
Okay, you see.
Okay. I'll tell you this though. I'm gonna tell you this.
I didn't when he started. I was like,
I'll tell you this.
I like it's cool, but it's like.
I'll tell you this.
My thing is, if you take the whole Drake beef out, how big is it really? Did he really warrant a Super Bowl spot? If you take the whole Not Like Us, if that Drake beef never happened and the Not Like Us never dropped, it's like, does the Mustard beat come out? You know what I'm saying?
But I'll tell you this though.
It's like,
But
go ahead.
I know
talking
that's
about the Drake beef.
Yeah,
the Drake beef.
And I know that's not a fair
know what,
argument
bro?
because it happened. But I'm just like saying, like, I think it was
to me,
over fantasized and over pop. Oh, Kendrick at the and it's kind of like take out.
So you feel like
I have like a different opinion on that beat, dog. It's like, come on, bro. It's
but was Mustard on it? Mustard on the beat? Okay, go.
It's a lyrical artist against a popular artist. See what I'm saying? Because obviously that whole beef started because of the freaking that Future song.
Yeah.
Where he dissed J. Cole's and Drake. If he would have gone, if J. Cole's and him would have gone, that would have been a different beef.
I think
but obviously
J. Cole would have been
went at Drake, and
fun.
Drake is not a lyrical dude. He has a ghostwriter.
J. Cole is don't sleep on that guy. He has this freestyle on some
J. Cole is hard,
shit.
Bro.
That shit is sick. J. Cole is sick.
I think J. Cole would have put up a more lyrical fight against Kendrick. I think the size, like how big it got, it blew up to what it was because of Drake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If Drake would have had a smaller name, it would have worked.
Yeah.
It would have been
The only Drake I'm down with is called Drake.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. You're taking the top lyricist against a popular artist. It doesn't make no sense.
Well, I mean, he's the number one artist in the world still.
As opposed to different beefs that's happened in hip hop.
Let me tell you this: I don't even think anything came out of it for Kendrick other than he got some notoriety from what they put. I mean, I don't know how biased these Instagram posts are, but they put a week after his Super Bowl performance, his numbers didn't move, units didn't go, but Drake somehow his numbers started skyrocketing. Yeah. You know, and then they started comparing the Drake Super Bowl performance. Did he perform Super Bowl? He did, right? Didn't Drake hit Super Bowl?
Yep.
So
Drake did the Super Bowl.
No. Well, they compared a performance with Drake and Kendrick. I forgot how they made it make sense. I forgot how, but they compared that and they're like, look at a Drake performance versus this, and you know what I mean. And there's nothing against Kendrick. There's nothing against He's in the position he's in for a reason, and he's a great artist, and he's killing his shows. He's a legend. He is goated 100%. I just don't think the Super Bowl performance, I didn't like it. I can't say I liked it. I liked it. It's not something that I'm gonna keep I gotta go rewatch it.
I didn't like his Super Bowl performance.
You didn't? I liked it. I thought it was cool
because you have to think of the crowd that's watching the Super Bowl. They might not have heard your art. They might not have heard your albums.
Yeah.
Or some of them just know your music, your other music. He didn't incorporate his other music to the performance. He just stuck to the Grand National album.
Yeah.
And he did that. And I was like, bro, if you haven't heard the Grand National album, you're like, what is he singing?
That's true. Well, that's what I was telling him. I was like, I knew that when they yelled mustard, I knew that song when SZA came out, and I knew Not Like Us. Other than that, I was like, he's just doing whatever.
Well, there's a song that I like on that album. It's with this kid named Peso.
Peso.
Yeah,
Tell him
Peso
Peso
Diddy. Tell him Peso Diddy.
You know he's from Maywood, right?
Before we move on,
He's from Playboy.
He's from
I'm
Maywood,
gonna
bro.
save it before we move on, okay? Team Franchise, are you guys just like me? Do you wake up every day with that morning brain fog? Do you wake up and find that it's hard to concentrate? You have this lack of focus. You have this unmotivated boost that you just can't seem to grasp? Well, great news for you guys. I have partnered up with the new brand called Dubby. They are a jitterless energy blend, a powder that you just mix in the water. You get to shake it up with a nice shaker yourself, and it has 0 calories, 0 sugars, and 0 colors, 150 milligrams of caffeine, all clean. It's exactly what you need to do better and be better. Mix it up, shake it up, and drink it. That's all you need to get your day going and get rid of that brain fog. You know what I'm saying? Here's to you guys. All you have to do is log on to w.gg, that's DUBBY.gg, and use the new promo code MTFranchise to get yourself a nice discount. Now, when you guys say peso, the only name that comes to my mind is Peso Pluma.
No, this one is Peyso. He's like a young cat.
Yeah.
You know that other youngster that passed away, unfortunately, some jail politics.
Money Sign Suede or something like that?
Have you guys heard of...
Was it from like Southgate or something like that?
That was his homie or something like that.
Yeah. Have you guys heard of Osama?
Who?
Osama? He got that song, is like... he got a song with Snoop. Zoe, Z-O-E, Osama.
I know who you're talking about.
He goes,
bitch, I'm underrated.
Yeah, he goes, I love this part. He goes, you miss your
Bitch, I'm
homie, dig him up.
Dead homies. On the dead
Oh,
homies.
the dead homies.
Dog,
Well, if you miss him so much,
there's so many
dig him
artists
up.
that come out, dog. It's hard to keep track of them, dog.
Well, you know who I like
But
too?
like you were saying with Drake, a lot of them sound the same. So it's like it's hard to like get interested in them. It's hard to be like, all right, let me hear what
Invested.
Invest. That's the best word for that. Hard to be invested.
You know this other young cat that I like? These are like kind of Nipsey-ish type guys. G Perico.
I did a couple shows with him.
Who?
G Perico.
Oh, G Perico's tight, dog.
Yeah.
I've hopped on a couple showcases with him.
Some of the
Yeah, I think he's dope. He got this big ass tattoo in his stomach. It says BG. I don't know what the fuck that means, but
his neighborhood. I think that's his neighborhood, no?
I'm pretty sure. And then you know what I like? He has a white shirt in red letters, and it says, "This is a blue shirt."
Have you guys heard of Doggy Style?
Nah.
I think his name is Doggy Style. He's from San Bernardino.
No, that's another cat. Doggy Style, I think, is another cat.
For San Bernardino, though, right? Because I know he's from San Bernardino. He's pretty tight.
Pretty cool is not from San Bernardino.
No, he's saying some other dude named Doggy Style.
Oh, Doggy Style.
Yeah, he's saying some dude named Doggy Style is from San Bernardino.
Yeah. Shout out to San Bernardino. I never been out there.
We were just there.
Shout out IE.
We were just there. The Inland Empire, 909. San Bernardino.
Hey, don't the IE be wearing that hat?
That's what I was told, but
see, I know Whittier cats will wear that hat.
I work for the West Side.
Wilma's guys, they wear that hat.
Yeah.
Watts, I'm thinking Watts.
Well, because I'm not affiliated by any means, so it's like for me, it's no disrespect to whoever is affiliated. That's what it means. That's like, it's no disrespect to him, but for me, this is West Side. You know, I ride.
Yeah.
It's for the coast. It's for the West Side. It's for everybody.
West Side is the best side.
Whatever clique or gang, whatever you guys belong to, you on the West Side. All right, we good. I mean, that's what it means to me.
How about when you run into motherfuckers from the East Side?
Then we'll have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's an issue, I mean, because the way I see it, like, I'm civilian. You know what I'm saying? I'm not part of that. I'm not part of that. So if they want to try to press me on politics, it's like, I'm not even from that world. That has nothing to do with me. You know, like,
I feel you.
If you want to try to educate me, by all means, I'll listen. I'll take it in. I'll absorb. But it's like, I'm not claiming. I'm not repping. I'm not repping a color. I'm not flagging anything.
You're like, I'm down for me and my family.
That's it. That's it. You know. I gotta make money for my family. I gotta put on for my people that are always here supporting, representing.
I put on.
That's it. Yeah, it's
like
like
that's how it has to be.
yeah, like
no, I feel it.
because in reality, no neighborhood's ever put on for me. No neighborhood has ever paid my bills.
Yeah.
No colors have ever came through and like made sure I was good. And
You
my
know
hair
the
was
only
straight.
color
It's
that
just like,
probably came through for you, but you had to work for it?
green.
That's right.
Green, come on now, green. You know, and like I said, and that's no disrespect to anybody who's part of a set, a clique, a gang, anything. It's no disrespect to them. It's just that life was never meant for me. It was never part of my upbringing. So I can't relate to that part. Like it never did nothing for me. I did everything on my own. You know, and that's if I got into fights and I got my ass kicked, I got it on my own. You know, if I won on my own. And when I'm doing music, it's on my own. You know, it's just.
No, I feel you.
I've always been like that.
I feel you.
I've always been like that. I don't know. Maybe it's part of like almost part of being like what's the word
Independent.
independent, but like you know, there's people who are like outgoing, outspoken, and people that are like reserved. What's that word?
Introvert. Extrovert.
So, because growing up, like
I was an introvert.
I was.
My mom had to find me friends.
I had a fake being an extrovert. Dude, I never really liked.
I'm faking being an extrovert now.
Huh? We're faking it right now, huh?
I'm faking the fun.
No, like
shit. I'll be in my pad right now with the dogs, chilling.
And you know why? Here's the truth. I'm introvert because I knew when I was young.
You say you guys are not knee deep in the streets.
Hell no. But like I knew I was introvert. I knew when I was introvert when I was young because I knew back then how fake people were. So it's like I'm not gonna like waste my time and energy trying to like build something and be friends and connect and all this shit. Because I knew back then everybody was fake. You know what I mean? It's like I seen through this shit.
Not everybody's fake though.
No.
You'll be surprised. You'll come across some real motherfuckers.
There's a lot of real motherfuckers. There's a lot of loyal people.
No, I think there's a lot of more fake motherfuckers, but there's some real motherfuckers.
Because even like in your shows, we've been around all these active dudes, and they cool with us because we bring a different kind of energy.
Cool as fuck, dude.
They showed up to us.
We probably met some of the dopest people at the shows.
Yeah.
And I'm talking like comparing them to like friends we grew up with, family that's been around. People we met at the shows have probably been fucking more down and cool as fuck with us than our own people, you know what I mean? But yeah, like I knew from a young age, it's like it's hard to trust anybody.
Man,
it's real easy to see how people maneuver and ulterior motives and shit. Like I've noticed that since I was young. So
have
it's
you
like,
ever been set up?
I don't think so. I don't think I ever put myself in that position. I think I put myself in position knowing that I would get into something and I still pull up anyways and roll through. But like,
how about you, Chris?
Have you ever been set up? Have you been set up?
Have you ever been set up?
What do you mean set up?
Like set up.
Like somebody lured you.
Like they invite you somewhere. They lure you somewhere.
Oh, see, that.
And you show up. They're like, damn.
You have a good sense about it, huh?
That's when my senses kick in, bro.
I'm the same way. Fuck yeah.
You start. No, because
okay, that's good. But I'm glad you realize, oh shit, I'm about to get set up. However, the fact that somebody was trying to set you up, have you ever been through that?
That was not gonna happen to me, bro. I won't let that happen to me.
I think I've felt it more as I've gotten older on the performing side, where it's like I know somebody's trying to make
set
money
you up
off.
for failure.
Not even for failure, but like somebody's trying to make money off of me. I'm gonna plug you in with somebody. They're gonna get you to perform this and that. And then you talk to somebody, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna cost this and this and that." And it's like, wait a minute, that wasn't a conversation I just had with your homeboy. I was like, nah, I'm not. You know what I mean? So it's like there's people that try to finesse and finagle. You know?
Because you could. It's like how we talk about energy. You could feel it when somebody.
Yeah,
trying to do that to you.
I'll tell you this much: when we hop
their
off
eyes,
the stage,
everything, bro, everything around them, their whole demeanor changes. You have to learn how to read all that, bro. You have to learn how to read
I
all
learned
that
at a young age. I can personally say I've been invited somewhere. When I showed up, it was like a park full of motherfuckers, and I show up, they're talking shit about some dude. And mind you, there's a lot of motherfuckers there. A lot of motherfuckers. I'm not going to say the names. There's a lot of motherfuckers there. And then they said, yeah, and then somebody did this and that and that. And I'm like, ooh, someone about to get their ass kicked. And they're like, and that fool is Rone. I'm like, Rone? Like, Rone? Like Drake? Rone? Yeah. And then, but the motherfuckers around me at that moment, they were like, nah, he didn't do that shit. And then I had like homies like, that were my homies. They're like, they instantly made like a little circle around me. And they're like, we need to get to the car. And the individual that did this was, he was like pussy whoop, some chick fucking, I was hanging out with one of the chicks and it was her homegirl and I had turned her down. So she's like, well, fuck him. He was talking shit about you. Dumb motherfucker. Euler, that's why you don't listen to women.
You saw a Euler?
No, it wasn't Euler shit, but it's just like
mid-rap.
No, so this
Euler?
dude, no. That's why I'm just saying. Like, that's why you don't listen to women. That's why you don't listen. Euler. I miss that dude, man.
I don't mean to cut you off, but he hit me up. He's like, so I was telling him about the show, Killer Priest, and
oh, is that Euler?
I'm at,
you heard us, bro. You heard us.
The universe be. No, but I told him about the next show coming up, and he's like, I'm gonna hit up Mig. I'm gonna tell him let's get 2 tickets each. I was like, oh shit. So he wants to buy 2 tickets. Well, that's what he said.
Okay.
That's what he said. So as it gets closer, I told him I'll remind him.
That's the homie.
Yeah. And then, your other homeboy too, Ray.
Oh, in fact, Ray just called me right now. I'm gonna hit him back up.
No, I was gonna say I told him because he was posting about his son and fighting. I was like, hey, keep me posted. I told him I want to go support. Yeah.
Yo. I'm in the middle of the podcast right now. What's cracking? Meet at the house at 6.
Euler was like,
okay,
yeah, dude,
roll
I
up
want
to the house. I'll be there.
Buy some tickets and show up. Or I don't know if he's gonna show up or just donate them, but he was gonna buy some tickets too. And then wifey said she's gonna pull up too. So if you want your chick to roll up too, that way she has somebody to kick it with.
Yeah.
So all right, roll the pad.
I gotta ask if my cousin. But yeah, so go back to the story before we shut it out. Euler. About where you get set up that the girl was lying.
So trip out. Fuck it. We're gonna do it. So living in the valley at this time, and then I'm dating this one chick. That was my first time hanging out with Caucasian chicks.
Oh,
so San Fernando Valley, right? San Fernando Valley. Fucking, this is 90s, late 90s. So hanging out with this chick, cousin Marcus again. He's hanging out with this fucking chick, the homie 501. I know who you know. You know who you are. He's hanging out with a chick, and he liked to date. Oh, I'm not gonna say it, but anyway, so we're all hanging out. So I stopped hanging out with this chick, and I'm done. So then my cousin hits me up, and he's all like, hey dude, I heard you were talking shit. I'm like, talking shit about what? He's like, yeah, because of the chick he was hanging out with. I'm like, well, yeah, dude, we shouldn't hang out with those girls because they're no way no. Alright, whatever. They come and pick me up, and they said, hey, we're going to have a meeting at the park. So I get there, and it's like, damn, there's a lot of motherfuckers. I'm like, oh, shit. So we get to the park, we're hanging out, and all I hear is somebody here's been talking shit, and I'm thinking, damn, somebody's about to get their ass kicked, and yep.
Lo and behold.
They said, Rone. And I'm like, I even look around like, Rone? Like, me, bro? Yeah. So then there's motherfuckers that don't know me. They just want to fuck somebody up. So then they just get in the crowd and shit, and I could see them walking up to me. But I went with some homies too that were part of their neighborhood as well, and they're like, nah, Rone never said that shit, and we'll back by it. And I remember they walked us to our car, literally, big crowd. We're like all walking back like this to the car, and I'm thinking, damn, that's fucked up. And mind you, I live in that house.
Well, that's respect, though. It walked you. That's respect.
So, but I gotta go back home. And I live with this motherfucker that just said that I was talking shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn. So I gotta deal with this motherfucker. So we talk it over, and he goes, oh, my bad. This chick said that you were talking shit, and I'm like, well, dude, now you know you just caused a big problem. Now these motherfuckers want to fuck me up.
Yeah.
So
and the bad thing is too. Before I didn't mean to cut you off, but the bad thing is too now. It shows where his kind of loyalty lies if he's just gonna believe some chicks.
But you didn't.
Somebody's living with
You
him.
didn't. But you didn't said something was popping off though.
Cause I'm trustworthy. Like I wouldn't
see,
think,
I think that's your problem. You're very trustworthy with people.
and I'm thinking
That's a gift in the
see,
it is because I'm thinking I haven't done nothing wrong. And I remember when that happened, I still talk to this dude like, hey, what the fuck, dude? And then he goes, oh, my bad. I figured it out. This chick goes, let me apologize. But by the time you apologize, you kind of caused some drama. Right?
So what was the blowout? What was the fallback from all that? You get home, he's there, you talk it out, and where'd it go from there?
Everybody was
He's crazy,
cool.
bro. You gotta earn my trust, brother.
We figured out that it was the bitch talking shit, but
she get disciplined?
No, fuck no, she didn't. But in the back of my mind, I can't trust you no more.
Yeah.
In the back of my mind, I hope she swallows.
She probably did. No, let's edit that. No, but you know what? After that, I never trusted this dude again.
Yeah.
Never, and hung out, and he knows who he is, and we never been cool after that because
it only takes one time to
you know why?
lose that
Because
trust,
he had never really had women, so I could tell they finally finagled his balls or something. He fucking fell for this
puppy
bitch.
love and shit.
Yeah, and then it was like, dude, I noticed that a lot of
that
issues,
guy was like, she was the first one.
Hey, a lot of issues start because dudes had never been with women, so when they do, they'll do anything this woman tells them, and they just don't realize that, dude, it's just a chick.
Yeah.
I mean,
so you're blaming women now.
However, when it's your woman,
So you're blaming women now.
no.
So you're a
See,
woman.
you let me finish. However,
Bundy, no ma'am. No ma'am.
No. This is
No
where I'm
man,
going.
woman, haters.
However, no. This is where
ma'am.
I'm going. However, if it's your woman and then that's your lady, or you're married or whatever, yeah, that's your ride or die. That's a team.
Yeah.
But you're listening to some fucking hood rat. You're listening to a hood rat that doesn't even give a shit about you. She's just mad because her homegirl didn't hook up with the homie and
Yeah.
lame broads.
Yeah, but it's the crazy thing. Like, it takes one time for somebody to do something dirty. It don't even have to be a big lie.
I don't let that shit happen. I'm sorry, bro.
It could be it could be something small.
I'm the type of person when you come up to me in the store, hey man, don't I know you from somewhere? I'll tell you, nah, homie, you don't know me, bro.
No, I'm talking about
I'm that type of dude. Even though we might know each other or something, I'll tell you straight out. If I don't recognize you right away, you don't know me, bro.
No, that's different.
I'm talking like with trust. Where now he's saying he can't trust that person.
These are people that are, like what happened. What happened on Friendsgiving. It's like trustworthy people. And
Yeah.
like, damn, if I'm not comfortable around people that I feel that they're like the homies, brothers, then who the fuck can I be comfortable around?
Yeah.
And this shit has happened to me through my life. So it's always
people take advantage of you.
not advantage. I just think that they forget.
If you give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, and then I just let people be, and then sometimes I feel like they get a little too comfortable. They get a little like I can be scandalous too, but guess what? The reason why doing what I do,
you're just good-hearted, bro. That's the thing.
No, and there's nothing wrong with that though.
I get people,
that's a blessing.
But you know what?
To be that good is a blessing.
Because I wasn't when I was earlier. When I was younger in my life, like if not, I'll be in prison.
And that's what's wrong with
I'll be in prison.
You got
and I've decided that. But let me tell you, when sometimes when people do dirt to me or act shady, I'm thinking, damn, like they forget. We've all been the bad guy, the villain in our own lives. Yeah. And the individuals that still continue to fuck up in life is like, you're not gonna get anywhere. You keep fucking up. Me, myself, I decided, I love my freedom. I love money. I love to spend money. I like to make money. I like to do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, but like you learn from all that shit. Like you learn from the trauma. Dude, all right, so you learn from your trauma. You were beaten down by fucking society. You were beaten down by
I've been
fake
in a
people.
coma. I've been in a coma for 5
That's
days.
what I'm saying, like,
you know, and it's
and beaten down your whole life. It helped you shape the mold to now where you're at in life. It's like you're such a good-hearted person. You're drama free. You know what I mean? Because you went through all this shit, turmoil and trauma when you're young. To now, dude, you're fucking such a blessing, dude. You're such a fucking blessing, dude.
And
I love
along those lines,
dude.
bro.
I love being around you.
This world mistreats good,
All the time.
nice, kind people.
All the
dog.
time.
Like
All the time.
those are the ones they mistreat the most, which is fucked up. I think it's so fucked up. Excuse my language, but I think that's so fucked up, bro.
Yeah, that's.
But that's what I was saying. Like it takes like the smallest the smallest incident, the smallest lie, the smallest whatever, to where it's like it's so easy to be like, man, like I can't like trust this person. I can't kick it with this person. Like us three can be chilling. We could have a fourth person that was there, and then like make one comment. Oh man, the way this dude's dressing today, blah blah blah, and it's like just that one comment will like now in the back of my head forever be like,
Yeah.
like why are you so comfortable to talk shit behind their back when we're always kicking it?
Yeah.
Why not just tell them, hey dude, why you dressed like that? You know what I'm saying? Like take some pride or whatever the issue is. It ain't even dressing, but like you know what I'm saying? Like for me,
Your shit's wrinkled.
for me, it just takes like one thing to where like my mind it'll be like, okay, now I see how they feel and I see what they're really thinking. Like you guys, I would never dog on you guys, and if I do, I say it to you guys. Like when we talk about how you're late. Oh man, we're on mix time. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is.
What was the first thing I said? This is the earliest I ever
been late. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's stuff that
Like you already know us. See what I'm saying?
If I wouldn't say it to you guys, I wouldn't say it behind.
You don't have to worry about me. I'm always on time, and we're on his time, so it's like cool.
Yeah.
And we're used to it. It's what it is, bro.
Yeah, so it's like, but like other people, it's like my whole life at least. Like there's always been something here or there where it's like somebody does something or they say something, or like even like I've letting people borrow some money, right? Oh, I'll shoot it back, in a week. All right, cool. I don't need the money.
Man.
I don't need it, but it's like just the fact that and I know I gave you money. You know and I know we both made a pact. We shook hands. You'll give me money, cool. It could be, dude. It could be fucking $5. Hey, just give me $5. Give me $5. I'm gonna go buy this, and when I see you next week, I'll pay it. And when next week comes, even if it's just $5, like to me, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about the $5. It's your word that's now broken, and you broke it over $5. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
I can honestly say I've had that issue more than once in my life where people owe you money, right? And I remember my dad told me this once, and to this day it makes sense. He said, let's say somebody owes you, I don't know, $5,000. There's somebody out there that I know that owes me like over $4,000. And you know what it took? It took $4,000 for me to learn my lesson that person's not my friend. It could be $200. You know what? It took $200 for that lesson that motherfucker is not my friend. It took $200. So if I look at it,
$200.
it was only $200. And my dad told me that as a young kid. He's like, if somebody owes you money and they avoid you, that's how much it took you to learn that person shouldn't be in your life.
$200 lesson, yeah.
$200, $100, $50, $5.
Yeah. Because I take pride in us. I take pride in us in our brotherhood, that when we say something and we give our word, we've always held to it. We've always been honest with each other. We've always been down with each other. We've never lied to each other. We've always just been like just a solid team. Us three have always been solid. So it's like knowing that there's people out there that I may owe you $5 still, even though it's 20 years ago. Like in my head, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I never cared about the money. To me, it's like I care about your word. I care about what you stand on. And for you guys, that's why I fucking love rocking with you guys.
Keeping your word is still important, though.
Because you guys value you guys value what I value, your word.
Yeah.
The morals, the principles.
Our word is all we have at the end of the day, bro.
And that's why I do. That's why
you're gonna break it that easy. And the beginning of it.
And that's why I love you guys. That's why I rock with you guys, dude. Because it's like we have that same mentality where it's like, Like, if you can't, as a person, not even a man, just as a person, can't even keep your word because bitches do it, females do it too, where they'll say something and they don't stick to it, or they make up their bullshit in their lives. And
you know what I came to the realization? There's a lot of dudes that are worse than women nowadays. There's a lot of women that you'll come across. They're like solid. Mm-hmm. They actually keep their word. They're like solid as grown females. There's a lot of dudes the same age. They're like the new bitch motherfuckers.
Well, did you see that coach? He went viral like a week or 2 weeks ago. It was a basketball coach. He's a famous coach. College. Or this one.
Was it NBA?
No.
Luka. How about Luka? Lakers.
We'll get to that. But this coach straight out told the team, like, what's wrong with you guys? Anytime there's adversity, you guys wilt.
Oh,
what's his name?
Rick Pitino.
There you go.
Rick Pitino.
So you see that?
Man,
did you
see that? He was basically talking about. He was saying how they cannot keep their word, that they don't work hard.
He called them out.
Not that. He was calling out a generation.
Yeah, he called out the generation. Yeah, he called them out. That's what it is.
Telling them anytime there's adversity, you guys.
Sometimes you gotta call them out, bro.
Fold.
And then he goes.
It gets hard. They fold.
And then he goes, I'm not even talking about the game. I'm talking about in life. Life is adversity. So if you can't get past it and toughen up here, what are you gonna do when life hits you?
What you gonna do when life?
And then he goes even a step further and goes, I don't know who raised you, calling out the parents. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Hey, but
good,
what he
dog.
said was
sometimes you
solid.
have to fucking do that shit,
It's Rick Pitino. I'm 100% sure that's who it was.
Solid. And isn't that crazy? How important is that when you play sports to have a coach that can dog you but care about you? How important is that?
Well, in this new AAU era, everybody gets
doing like
baby gloves.
But you know what?
That's why you don't see defense anymore in the NBA.
But you know what? That's what me and my homie. Shout out to my homie Mickey.
Yeah.
That's what me and him talk about all this time, dog. You know how, like for instance, like in football and in college football, they have the NIL shit now. You know how college football they have that NIL shit.
How the hell they're making money.
How the hell are you gonna coach players that are new to the team?
How are you gonna coach a millionaire?
Exactly.
How are you gonna coach a millionaire?
Exactly, bro. And then
college coaches do make good money, but how are you gonna? Okay, how do you coach the 12th guy on the bench that's making no money, and then the star is? How are you gonna tell this guy play defense? How?
And yeah, exactly. And then
if you were a star player, do you think you would be giving like the person who's making no money a little bit of bread? Do you think you would, or do you be like, man, I'm making this, it's mine?
You know what?
Because even you guys notice that there's no more competition in sports, bro. Nobody wants to compete no more, bro.
No, there's competition.
No, there isn't. Let's be honest, bro. There's no competition, and
he must have not been watching Luka. You know what I'm saying? He must have not been watching Luka.
You didn't watch the game last night. That was competition.
You didn't watch Luka.
The Clippers. Fuck the Clippers.
They say that, bro. They're both LA teams, bro. Don't say that. That's fucked up, bro.
Hell no.
They're both LA teams. Stop.
No. The Clippers are from the IE.
Shout out to LA, bro.
The Clippers are from San Bernardino. They're from Palmdale.
They're actually from San Diego, though.
They're from San Diego. Man.
But you can say the same thing about the Lakers. They're from.
Fuck no. Lakers are L.A.
Originally?
They're from Minnesota.
No,
they're from Minnesota.
Originally, it's Minnesota, right?
But
let's be real.
Hey, he got you there. Hey, you got him there. You got him there.
Real.
He got you there.
Look, he's mad.
No.
He mad now.
How many people gave a fuck about the Lakers when they were in Minneapolis?
Shout out to all the Laker fans, yo. I'm not a big basketball fan. Shout out to the Laker fans.
Don't get me started on the Dodgers.
I want a Luka jersey. I want a Luka jersey.
Now,
Luka.
I see it on their Lakers store. They only have the white ones. I want a yellow one. They only have white.
It's not yellow.
Dude,
it's gold.
It's like $150 though. I remember jerseys were like $60. Where the fuck?
Oh, you're talking like Van Axel, Eddie Jones.
Probably, dude.
This is Luka.
Dude, I want a Luka jersey and I want a Shaq jersey. I want a Luka.
But you know what I should wear my Shaq jersey.
You basketball fans is crazy.
No, I'm a fanatic.
You guys are crazy.
I got my Laker
stopped-
tattoo. I got a Laker tattoo.
I would tell you. I would
wanna
tell
get
you
one.
something.
Look,
dog.
have you seen my Laker tattoo?
I got hella.
I wanna get
I got
one.
hella
Look,
basketball
look, I got a
jerseys,
Laker
right?
and a Kobe. Look, you see that Kobe?
I wanted to get one, but I never.
Where's
take
Kobe
the
at?
L. I never take the L. I'm just kidding. That's a bar though, huh? That's a bar though, huh?
That one we cannot use.
I wanted to get the Laker logo, but I never take the L. You know
No,
what I'm saying? Come on
Oh,
now.
shit.
No, but the opposition never wants to take the L.
There you go.
Oh,
There you
that's
go.
right.
You know what's funny? I probably heard that subconsciously somewhere. I'm using it like it's mine.
I flipped it. I'm like, fuck that. We can't.
But no,
Lakers
for
take no
real
L's.
though, like
Hey, but
Lakers
so
hats, I want to
back
get
to
Lakers
what I
hats,
was
though.
saying.
I want to get Lakers more.
You guys, you basketball fans are crazy, bro. Cause I got hella.
Are we hilarious?
I got hella basketball jerseys, bro. Cause I like wearing them. You know, in the summertime.
You play
And
ball?
bro, like I got an old Paul Pierce one. Remember Paul Pierce?
Oh, burn that
Oh, well,
shit.
you got a Celtics
Burn
one?
that shit.
He's from LA, bro. Relax.
Ah, fuck it.
He's from LA.
Man, he lost his LA
He's
card as
from
soon as he
LA.
got with the Piss Nerds.
He's from
And-
LA.
No, as soon as he got with the
He's
Celtics.
from- you see what I'm talking about,
and
though?
the
You see
Clippers.
what-
Fuck
you
that
see
fool.
what-
He's from Inglewood and
Basketball
he's a
fans,
Laker
you
hater,
see?
but he's a Laker hater.
Who
dude.
cares? I don't watch
Fuck
basketball.
I stopped watching
I don't
basketball.
watch basketball, bro.
After,
Hey, but I've had people talk
like
bad
Kobe's-
shit, bro.
Kobe's probably last 2 seasons. I would watch it spot here and there.
With
but,
the
but
song.
like,
Oh no, you mean when like
but like
Last of Kobe.
like the last 2, I would watch it here and there.
Yeah.
Before that,
Hey, but you know
I would
what,
watch
though?
the games, dude. I
Me
fucking
too.
loved them.
Hey, you
But
know
then
what, though?
After a while, I was like,
I was talking to my buddy. That's the only sport I can't get into, dog, for some reason.
Into what?
Basketball.
What?
I can't get into it. It's not exciting to me, dog.
Have you watched the last few
We should
games?
go to-
I've been to a basketball game live,
Oh my
dog.
god, dude! The last few games have been amazing.
I can't get into them. The whole thing of
Put
it
it this
is
way:
like,
the last few games were stuck in the maze.
it's like the thing. No,
you don't like
the
it?
whole action is just pass the ball,
you don't like
shoot
the
it,
pass?
pass the ball,
Oh,
shoot
so
it. I
you don't
can't
like
get
basketball?
that's not exciting.
So
to me.
you don't
I'm
like
sorry,
basketball?
bro.
Okay,
This has been like the
I'll say
best
this.
You're telling me that's more exciting than a double play in baseball?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Fuck out of here with that, bro.
Unless it's the
it
Dodgers?
is. It is.
No, it is more exciting.
I think
Fuck outta here. No, it ain't.
basketball's. I think
Man,
basketball's.
lately,
How-
dude, that lets me know you have not been watching. The
I don't
last
watch
few
basketball.
Games.
I don't watch
okay,
basketball.
give the
This is
last
why.
few games a shot.
This is why this. Okay, the concept that you don't like is this and then that. To me, it's this and then that.
No,
to
you
me,
know, because you had the guy that had to hit the ball first.
Oh no!
Or you got the pitcher that had to pitch the ball
I'm
first.
disappointed there, Rhino.
He learned how to hit that 95 mile an hour ball. The dude caught it going at a faster speed. He caught it. He had his focus on going to the second baseman first. Then
What's
the second baseman had to focus on going to first. It's all the science.
I mean, to me, it's like that's a common sense thing. Like
think it's
learning
the first-
to swing, I get that. I get to learn mechanics, I get that. But like, it's common sense. Somebody's going to second, throw to second. Somebody's going, you know what I mean? Like that's a common sense.
that-
I've played baseball. I played basketball. I played them, so it's kind of like I don't know. Like to me, basketball is way more exciting.
There's a lot more going on.
To me, because it's like constant pressure back and forth. Where baseball, you're just standing, kind of waiting around. And no disrespect to the game, not that what they do it doesn't take skills and years of practice, but
But
like,
see, that's how I feel about basketball, dog.
I just feel like it's a
To
little
me,
bit
it's
more,
like,
more challenging.
Really?
I mean, the only way basketball could be interesting to me, if it becomes like soccer, where they're constantly playing the whole half.
So you never liked basketball? Then?
I've played it. I've been to live basketball, but I'm not a big
You know
fan
what
of
it
basketball,
is?
bro.
You're not feeling the rules.
What
the,
happened?
the rules slow it down for you. You don't like it when you don't like the free throw shooting. That probably throws you off. Then you probably don't like it like now that they're checking every foul.
You know what I
You
like?
probably don't get the ins and outs. You know what I like about basketball is when they're playing zone, and then you could see how when one guy scored, and the guy, and what basketball does is called a game of runs. So one team's always going to be on a run. So the whole fun of the game is when you see the other coaching staff say, "All right, we're going to stop this particular play." So then on the next play, they're stopping that play. So the fun is to see how that team
break that momentum.
Yes, and then they do their own.
That's the thing I talked to my boy about because he loves.
So like for me, the reason why I can't watch basketball too much is because they took the big man out of the game. Like now, all the big men want to shoot threes and be flat, and like to me, it's like I miss the Shaq.
I get it. You know what they took out of the game? Basketball.
You know what they took out of the game? The fights with the bad boys.
That's called hockey. Hey, what's the saying? That's so Hayne. I went into a boxing fight and a hockey game turned out. Because
what do you say?
I didn't. It's boxing. It's hockey, and hockey you're allowed to fight.
Yeah,
I get that, but
they're always in hockey. They're always scrapping, right? So then this guy said, "I went into a boxing fight and a hockey game popped out."
Oh, okay.
I was like, hey, so another thing I don't like, bro, because I tell my boy all the time, it's like if you're a lower seed in the playoffs in basketball, you're never gonna win a championship, dog. As opposed to football, you could be a lower seed and win a championship.
Well,
because it only takes one game.
Okay, apples to oranges.
Yeah, that's true.
You're comparing two different genres,
sports.
2 different sports. Because in football, there's always a chance. See, basketball. It's the only sport where one guy will make a huge difference. There's no other sport where one guy.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
But that's the difference, and that's the beauty of it.
I'm thinking, what about like with baseball, like Ohtani? Doesn't he make a big difference for Dodgers?
Did he make that same difference for the Angels?
That's a good call. Oh, that's a good call.
He was with them for like 6 years and they didn't do shit.
I was about to back out and be like, I don't follow baseball, but you made your point. That's a good point. But
he was with the Angels for X amount of years, 6, 7, and they never win anything. Right? He goes to the Dodgers and win the World Series, and he's not pitching. So it's who you're with. It's styles. Styles make fights.
Yep.
In sports too. For example, the Lakers this year, we don't have no big men. No big men. We play small ball, but with big wing defenders.
I love fucking Luka. I love Luka.
Man, that dude is.
I can't believe that trade happened. I am still in shock.
Politics.
That trade happened.
That was politics.
I love that. Though.
Because they want to apparently move the team to Vegas if they don't let them gamble.
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that.
In Dallas.
Dude, I love.
Why don't they just start a new expansion or bring back the Supersonics to the
Luka for
Vegas.
Years. I think Luka's probably
that guy is.
He's the franchise after LeBron.
No, no. He's a franchise not after LeBron. He's gonna be coincidentally with Marc the franchise. God damn it. Drop that shit. God damn it. Drop that shit.
There we go.
That's right.
But before we get out of here and end this, because it is mine and my wife's anniversary, so we got some dinner plans tonight. We should talk about.
I got a concert.
We should talk about what we got coming up in the future for us.
That's right. Killer Priest.
We got March 15th. We got Killer Priest. We got Master Killer at the La Santa venue.
La Santa's a cool venue.
Yeah, it's like the basement theme, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that cool. That one I think I'm gonna wear a shirt, not a hoodie, dude, because that was fucking hot.
No, that shit is hot. You know what? That might be bitch on my shirt. That might be a bitch. I seen a Too Short at La Santa.
Oh yeah, nice.
With Sarah Lowe, we went to
Sarah Lowe.
Yeah, we went to La Santa, and then
nice.
It's you know what? I've gone and seen Psycho around there, and a mosh pit fucking took off.
Oh, RBL Posse's ago.
Oh.
RBL Posse.
Don't give me no bammer.
Don't bam.
But so
there's a bluebird on my shoulder. Cannot kill
You're gonna have to request a day off.
I got you.
Friday, March 28th, because I'm gonna need my hype man up there with me.
I got you.
Friday, March 28th, we're rolling the RBL Posse. That was when I was telling you 99 bottles if you're good.
Oh yeah. Well,
and then
99 bottles in that bitch.
And then what else do I got? My homegirl Snaps and her newly husband. Congrats, just got married. My homeboy Ryan Cash. They're putting on their Cala Festival. It's a 2-day kids festival. Nice. So we'll be pulling up to that in San Bernardino if you guys want to roll out.
Family friendly.
Yeah, so I got to cater my sound. And then there's one more I want to tell you guys, but I want to tell you guys off camera just because I don't know by the time if this airs if it's gonna come out, but there's one more that I just got booked for, and that one we still I gotta figure that one out.
That's
Yeah.
Should we Airbnb get like a pad?
Well, it's gonna depend on whoever wants to go out though. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's gonna be a game, like if wife and everybody wants to go and bring the kids, it's like I might as well just get a hotel room, just let them run in the pool and do their shit. You know, because if not, it's like we're gonna eat up all the rooms. So it's like, we got to figure out the logistics. But yeah, so there's a couple, and then potentially in June, back at the observatory, I'm gonna try to talk again with No Label Tours, the one we just did with Lou Desi or Deezy, and see if they want to pull me back in for a June show. So there's still a couple things coming up. We're gonna be busy, but all these shows that I'm trying to do this year, for the most part, is all gonna be like push tickets, so we can really establish a crew or a group that's always gonna like rock, and so at least we know they want us to 30. Okay, let's all pull up and then bring our friends and shit, and 30 goes to 40, 40 to 80. It's just, you know what I mean? It's gonna just get bigger and better for us, and then people are gonna see how much we move, and then they're gonna gravitate towards us. Before you know, we have a fan base. So that's like the goal.
The fan base is already there.
I'll tell you,
it can always grow.
The support is there.
The support is there. Fan base.
Yeah, the fans ain't there. Yeah. The support is there. They're 100%. But it's to now is for us to. This is the year where we gotta get on these bigger stages.
So how many performances you have going on so far that you know?
Right now, for sure, we're gonna be locked into like four. But I want to do more, and like I said, right now I want to do like with the homeboy out the house, the one that put us on for Novo. I want to work with him and push tickets with him. I want to get on these shows where it's like it's legit venues and shit. All these things that I've been manifesting. Like I want to get to the Garden amp. I want to.
I like the Garden. Squishy! Shout out to Squishy. She was there for the Mac 10.
Yeah.
That was a cool one.
So it's like there's different places that I want to go, and even if that takes us out of state, Nevada.
You doing
Fish Talk this year?
Arizona and
probably not, because they're doing it in LA this year, so probably not, because the way they did it dirty last time was like I gotta talk to Rudy though. Oh, okay. Shout out Stoner TV. I gotta talk to my homeboy Rudy, see if he's doing anything. Stoner TV. Because I told him if he brings me in and gets me in, then 100% I'll do something for him. But if not, then I'm not worried about that.
Yep.
But yeah, anything you guys got going on you want to shout out? Anything important coming up you guys want to shout out? Anybody's birthday coming up you want to shout out? Anything?
I just want to say happy birthday to my daughter. It's her birthday tomorrow.
Oh yeah!
Happy birthday,
10 years old. Shout out to my daughter Olalis.
Oh yeah! Happy birthday from Marc the franchise straight to your ears. Happy birthday!
Can't believe I've been a father for 10 years.
Yeah. 10 years.
Hey, because you've been sunny motherfuckers your whole life, huh?
Yeah.
Damn, my homeboy Rone. What you got going on, Rone?
Nothing much. I'm just chilling, just living.
We're gonna have
the dream.
We're gonna have the first annual Rone Fest at your house, or what?
That's right. We thought
about it.
We talked about it.
Barbecue.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Everybody, stay tapped in with us. Everybody, I don't know if this could be a weekly thing, a monthly thing, a bi-monthly thing, once every quarter.
But it's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. This is just the start. We're gonna have more mics. The quality is gonna be better. The audio will be better. We might end up going somewhere else and doing it. We might just be out at a venue and just pull up the camera.
You get to see them gang up on me because I don't like basketball.
You know what I'm saying?
So especially this year when we're gonna be winning a lot of playoff games. Yes. You're gonna see by the end of this season, we're gonna see Chris Rhino wearing LA gears. It'll be like Luka on his forehead.
I have a Lakers jersey.
I was saying he wore it in the music video.
Yeah, I have a Kobe jersey, number 8.
Stay tuned. Hopefully this music video gets back to me soon.
Like I told you, I got a lot of basketball jerseys, fool.
Yeah, so hopefully
that would be the video. You guys gotta check out the video.
Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been our first of many for the Hold My Shirt podcast crew. I'm Marc the franchise. This is my homeboy.
They call me Rhino.
This is my other brother.
Rone
213.
Rone 213.
Big Mig. Tap in with us. I'm going to post all our info down at the bottom. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for tuning in. And as usual, we will see you next time. But we are out.
Can you please hold my shirt?
Bitch, hold my shirt.
Bitch, hold my shirt.